Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Welcome to my broadcast for this week. We are talking about the invisible child, or should I say, the child that feels invisible. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because I had a talk with one of my clients' children, and we were talking about how he feels in his home. And I will tell you guys, this is the reason why I am so adamant about stopping parents from yelling at their kids. Something that parents think is so normal. And well, I was yelled at and I'm okay. Are you? Are you okay? Because yelling at your children is so damaging. So damaging. Let me tell you a few things that this child said to me yesterday. And I'm telling you, I could have been in tears. I almost was. He was. So let me tell you. Okay, before I tell you, let me tell you who I am. In case you're joining this broadcast and you're new to my broadcast. In addition, if you feel that you know somebody whose child is like this or somebody who is consistently yelling at their kids, I want you to share this out because I'm going to give you some important things that you can do today. You can put into place today to start making a change in your family dynamic and the way your children feel, because all children want to be loved and they want to know that you're proud of them. So let's see if we can't start doing these things. So please, I encourage you to share this out. Get someone you know who needs to hear this, hearing this. And maybe they'll listen, maybe they won't. Or maybe they'll watch on the replay. And if you're on the replay, give me a hashtag after party. If you're joining me live, thank you so much for joining me live. I appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, and I'm grateful that you chose to spend some here with me. I'm going to quickly tell you who I am. I am Celia Kibler. I'm a family empowerment coach. I'm the author of I should have been more prepared. Oh, it's right here. Right here. Raising Happy Toddlers, How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids. The manual for all kids. You wanted a manual, you got one. It's in English and Spanish. Also, my children's books are I Am Grateful, Being Different is Fun, and All About Me. All books are available at celiasbooks.com. celiasbooks.com, that's a direct link. Gives you direct links to Amazon. Okay. I'm also the founder of Pumped Up Parenting, where you are right here, either on YouTube or on Facebook or in different locations. If you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you know when I'm going live and when other videos are reaching the channel. I go live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm the founder of Fun Fit Family Fitness and the International Day of Calm. Okay. Let's get rolling. Oh, I'm a mommy of 5 kids. 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gained through marriage. Excuse me. And I have 9 grandchildren, and I'm on a mission to stop 1 million parents from yelling at their kids. So let's get you some help. Excuse me. Ooh, I hope you have your water. Hydration, important. Okay. So let me tell you a few things this child said to me last night. One of them was, I feel invisible. I don't think anybody even knows I'm around. My mom will wonder where my older kids' siblings are, and then they'll be like, I don't know, when my dad will say, I don't know, and then he'll ask about me. And she'll go, oh, yeah, I wonder where he is. That he said that. And then he'll say, she promised me that we would go somewhere, in 2 weeks. And when I asked, she said, no, we don't have time to go. Making promises that you don't keep. That's a big one. Got to be a parent of integrity. You should be a person of integrity. We'll talk about that. Another thing he said to me was, I said, when do you know you have a good day? He goes, oh, I know I have a good day when nobody yells at me. Think about that for a second. I know I have a good day when no one yells at me. I said, "Do you think you're a good boy or a bad boy?" He said, "I'm bad." I said, "How do you know you're bad?" "Because I'm disrespectful and I don't listen," and da 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 went on and on and on, and I said, "Well, we've been talking for an hour and you're very respectful and kind and pleasant, so I don't agree." So, let's dive into this because I'm sure no one wants their child feeling this way, because when your child grows up feeling this way, they're gonna show you aggressive, negative behaviors for no other reason than getting your attention, because attention is attention to a child. Doesn't matter if it's good attention, it's not so good attention. Attention is attention. And let me know, guys, if you feel like you have experienced this with your child, any of these things, or do they give you a lot of negative attention? Good morning, guys. Oh, and above here in the comments, it'll tell you to put your name, send your name to StreamYard, because like, good morning, Celia. Good morning to whoever said that. It just says Facebook user. And another Facebook user shared, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you for sharing. Do your kids continually do negative behaviors? Are they like banging on the table? Or are they just making noise to make noise, as we like to say? These are attention activities. What I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. They are craving attention. Hi, Justina. How are you? Thank you for joining me, honey. These are activities for your children determined to get your attention however they can get it. How do you resolve that? Start giving them positive attention, even if it means that you have to put it in your schedule. Guys, I operate by a schedule. I can't tell you how many alarms are on my phone. If there's something not alarmed on my phone, I don't make it. I don't do it. Your son's always giving negative attention. You need to start doing some positive attention. Fit it in just like schedule. I have a call at 10, I have a call at 11. At 11:30, I'm gonna go do something with my child for 10, 15 minutes. You don't have to, like, block out the whole day. 10, 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes of your one-on-one attention with that child, even if you have more siblings. They don't always have to be together. Show them individually that you love each one just as much as the other by giving them just attention to them. Don't always throw them all together. They want to know that they're special with or without their siblings. Mark 10 to 15 minutes on your schedule and spend some time with your child. Don't always, and I know, guys, I know it's hard, and I know we're tired. We've had a long day at work. I know we get tired. I get it. But don't always be the parent that when your child comes home or you get home and your child walks over to you and say, "Hi, mom. Hi, dad. Would you like to play a game with me?" Don't be the parent that always says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. We'll play another day." Get up for 10 minutes. The rewards will be monumental, and those rewards alone will make you feel better and put you in a better mood. Don't always have this with you. When your child's talking to you, when they're playing with you, if you guys are watching a movie night, don't have them watching and you're like on your phone scrolling away. You know what this tells a child, for that matter, any other human you're talking to? It says that this phone is more important than you are, because otherwise I wouldn't have it in my hand. If this phone rings or if some notification comes up, I'm going to address it, which then makes this person standing over here, be it a small person or a tall person, unimportant. If you're going to do something with your child, if you're going to show them some attention, show your undivided attention. Take your phone, silence it, put it in a basket, put it away. Not to mention you're modeling phone usage with your kids. Are you someone who seems to always have your phone in your hand? Because when your kids get a phone, guess what? They're gonna always have the phone in their hand, and you're gonna be like, "Crap." They're just like me. And then you're gonna be like, "Why do you have your phone in your hand all the time?" Well, why do you think? Here's an important thing to remember. Everything you do, good or not so good, you give your children permission to do. If you tend to ignore them a lot, they will grow to ignore you. Let's touch on yelling for a minute. You know, I'm on a mission to stop 1,000,000 parents from yelling at your kids, and I'm about halfway there, I would say. And once I get to 1,000,000, I'm raising that to 10,000,000. We've got to stop yelling. We've got to take control. Yelling is a destructive device to the growing brain. Your child's brain doesn't stop developing till it's 25 years old. If you are yelling at them, you are forming all kinds of bad messages, and I will use the word bad for that, in their brain. What do the little voices do to you? Do you second guess yourself a lot? Give me a yes in the comments if you agree with any of these things. Do you second guess yourself a lot? You know, do you be like, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's the best choice. Or maybe someone says, what do you want for dinner? And you just pass it off and you don't say what you want for dinner because you're like, nah, I don't want people to go, ugh, who wants that? Or I don't want to voice my opinion. Let someone else have their way. Do you think that everything you do is wrong? Do you "Oh, I just can't get it right. I can't do it. I can't do it. Everything I'm doing is wrong." Do you think that? Do you ever wake up one day like I did, I'd say about I wanna say it was about 15 years ago, and I was listening to a motivational speaker, and he was talking about being worthy, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, you know what? That's what's wrong. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy of success. I don't feel worthy of love. That was a game changer for me. Have you ever thought about it? Do you feel worthy? Do you feel worthy of a good life? Do you feel worthy of fulfilling your dreams? Do you feel worthy of financial stability? Do you feel worthy of success? Do you feel worthy of love? Do you feel worthy of happiness? Do you feel worthy? What's your confidence like? Are you confident? Are you someone who can speak up and be proud and loud and say what you gotta say? Or are you someone that's like, "Nee, nee, nee, I'm not gonna raise my hand." Were you the person in school that raised their hand all the time or the person in school that's just sat back and watched? How many of you grew up to not like yourself very much? When you look in the mirror, do you go, "This is good. I like what I'm seeing." Or do you look in the mirror and go, "Oh, no, I'd rather not see what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna take a selfie because meh, people are gonna judge me, criticize me, ridicule me." You know where all those little voices came from? They came from your childhood. They came from yelling, somebody yelling at you, somebody constantly judging you, criticizing you, ridiculing you, someone being aggressive towards you. And you know what the sad thing is? If you're yelling at your kids, guess what little voices are being planted in their head? The same thing. Why does this little boy feel invisible? He feels invisible because nobody acts like they care. Nobody loves him. They do love him, but they don't show they love him. If you only react to your child during negative behaviors, your child will grow to believe he does everything wrong, he or she. Start noticing the good your children do. This is golden, guys. I know we're busy. I know we're on the phone for a half hour and we're talking. Your kids have been great. While you're talking, you're like, "Phew, I'm getting this conversation done." They're actually not interrupting me. And then they start fighting. You're ready to hang up the phone. They start fighting. You walk in there and you yell at them for fighting. Where for a half hour, they were golden. They were cooperating with each other. They were playing nicely. You didn't say a word. Start noticing the good your kids do. They do so much more good, so much more. Like their day is like 98% good and 2% not so good. Why? We're human. We make mistakes. We make choices that are not the greatest choices in the world. You do it, but the majority of your day is great. You've done good. You've made good choices. But as a child, nobody's recognizing that behavior. And children always want to make you proud. They always want to make you proud. I'd be willing to bet some of you are still trying to make your parents proud, or you know someone at your age trying to make their parents proud. Let them know you're proud of them. Let them know, you know what, you guys were playing so nice. I really appreciate it. I got the whole phone call done. What's going on now? You having a little argument? What's going on? Do you need to discuss it, or you guys got it and can figure it out? Hey, once you figure out, why don't the 3 of us play a game? I really appreciate you being good. Let them know when they're being great, because they're being great a lot more than not so great. But when all we notice is when there's trouble, when they're making not terrific choices, when their behavior is not what you're looking for, that's when they get attention. So logically, if the only time you hear from a parent or a superior in a job is when things are going wrong, you believe everything you do is wrong because you never hear about what you do that's right. Make that change today, guys. Give me a promise in the comments. I promise to notice something that my child did today that was great. And I promise to not just notice, but to tell them I notice. And be specific. Don't say good job, because good job could relate to whatever. Say, thank you so much, honey, for helping me clear the table. I really appreciate it. Even if that's their chore. I don't care if that's their job. Recognize it, appreciate it. Do it for your spouse. My husband does the laundry. I do the dishes. Every time he brings up a new basket of laundry, I thank him. Yes, that's his role. He's the laundry guy. And I could just not say anything every time he does the laundry, but I appreciate him doing the laundry. Why? I don't have to do it. And I get clean clothes. Appreciate your children, appreciate your partner, and let them know you appreciate it. Please promise to do that. If you do nothing else today, find something, one thing that you can offer a compliment on for your child. Maybe they said, "Hey, mom, can I have something to drink, please?" And you can say, "Wow, I really like the way you said that. Thank you for using your manners." There's always something positive you can say to your child. Start letting them know you're recognizing it. They're making an effort. Help them help you. You want to know how to get rid of negative behavior? Start noticing the positive behavior instead of all the negative. Help them to help you. When children know there are things that are making you proud of them because they always want you to be proud of them, they're going to opt for that behavior over the behavior that doesn't make you very happy. Stop yelling at your children. And if you don't know how, I mean, it's hard. This is not easy. This is not like, okay, today I'm not yelling. I mean, you can be like that and you can start recognizing not yelling. I honestly just did a 5-day challenge on how to teach everybody not to yell. Start becoming aware of the way you react. Children are not born with self-regulation. They have no idea how to have emotional regulation. It is taught. And if every time you're disappointed in them, in life, you yell, guess what you're teaching them? To yell when they are disappointed. We have to be proactive. We have to be intentional. And if you don't know how, that's what I'm here for. I am so happy I do what I do. When I have conversations like that, like I did last night, with a child that believes so little in himself, I am so grateful beyond words that that family is my client because I know I can turn that around. His mom is determined to change. I know I can turn it around. When I have a client that sends me a message and says, if someone had told me 2 months ago that my life would be completely different 2 months from now because I started working with you, I never would have believed it. You can turn it around. How do you feel when you yell at your children? I guarantee you don't feel good. I've never met someone that feels great. I feel great. I just smashed my child's happiness. My child is now deathly afraid of me. Is that what you want? Because you know what? Yelling does not create respect. If you hear somebody goes, the only way to get your child to respect you is to yell at them or hit them. Do you respect somebody who yells at you and hits you? If you went to work and you had a boss who yelled at you all the time and hit you, I guarantee you would not just slap a lawsuit, you would quit. And do you respect them? No. Why in the world do parents think a child respects someone that acts that way? They don't respect you. They're afraid of you. Respect is a two-way street, even for parents and children. You show your children respect, they learn to respect. Everything you do, you teach your children to do, and you give them permission to do. If you hit them, you give them permission to hit. I'm always amazed that parents are like, my child's hitting. He hit somebody in school, so I spanked him when he got home. Well, that's a wonderful solution. I hit him because he hit somebody else. How does that even make sense? You have to think about these things. I know so many of you were raised this way, and it's hard to get those patterns out of your head. But you know what? Isn't your child worth it? Did you like growing up that way? You can be the one to end the generational cycles of dysfunction and abuse. It can end with you. Because if you don't end it, who is? The next generation, your children? Are they going to end it? Your grandchildren? Your great-grandchildren? Are they going to keep being screamed at and yelled at and hit? Is that what you want for your grandchildren? Let me tell you, I have 9 grandchildren. They're like the heart and soul of me, other than my own children. I raised 5 children in a blended family. 2 are mine, 3 are my husband's, without yelling. And blended families can be a challenge. But yelling gets you nowhere. Screaming matches resolve absolutely nothing. Your job is to create consequences if needed that teach your child to make a better choice next time. We decide to speed on the road, we take the risk of getting a consequence. That consequence is a speeding ticket. If we get a speeding ticket, well, then, it's the risk we took. We can't be mad at the policeman. He's just doing his job. You took the risk. You take the responsibility. Take the responsibility of being a proactive, intentional parent. Take the responsibility of making sure you're spending positive one-on-one time with your child so that they know how special they are to you. They don't have to crave your attention by doing negative behaviors. Take the time to notice all the good they do and let them know you noticed so they don't grow up thinking they're the bad kid and everything they do is wrong. Take time to learn. And if you don't know where to learn, that's what I'm here for. I coach group, private, every budget. Everyone somehow can afford my coaching. Because what takes priority over your children? Anything? Is anything more important literally than your children? Think about that. What is more important than resolving an issue that can last a lifetime and for generations that you can resolve in 3 to 6 months? What's more important than that? Because you know what? If you don't take action on doing these steps now, it's not going away, and it's certainly not getting better on its own. It's going to get worse. And the older your kids are, teenagers, they'll turn to things that are destructive just to feel like they belong somewhere. The teenage brain adds 3 things to the human body. One is risk. You know how risky we were when we were teens. The second is being with their friends. We always want to be with their friends. Don't take it personally. That's how they're wired. The third is a sense of belonging. And if they don't feel like they belong in your home, if they feel invisible in your home, they're going to find a place where they belong, and it probably won't be good. You've got to take action on this. These are your kids. What'd you have kids for? I know this is like a serious training, but it's so important. It's so important. If you just want to have a phone call with me, just take an hour and tell me what's going on. And let's talk about how you can resolve it. It's free. Go to talkwithcelia.com. Talkwithcelia.com. Your kids matter. You can grow exceptional adults that are confident, that feel worthy, that are working towards their dreams. Or you can raise adults that are crushed, that have crushed egos, that have crushed beliefs in themselves, that grow up to hate themselves. It's your choice. You're the parent. So, what can you do right now? Right now, you can find something to compliment your child on. Something, find anything, because chances are most of it. And if you get in the habit, you'll get in the habit of finding things and noticing the positive. Practice gratitude every day with you and your child. You'll start looking for things to be grateful for. A grateful heart is a heart that appreciates. Start empowering yourself. Say daily affirmations. No one listens to you like you listen to you. Stop talking negative into your brain. Don't go, "Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, how can I be so stupid?" Instead, start saying, "You know what? I am great. I am intelligent. I am creative. I am worthy. I am beautiful." Okay, I'm going to read you one quote to end this because it's like my fave quote, and I've read it before. And if you see in the Pumped Up Parenting, this quote is featured in Akil and the Bee. Great movie for you and your kids. but I want to read it. It's from Marianne Williamson. And I want to read this quote because it about says it all. And I want you to think about it, please. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you, Marianne Williamson, for that wonderful quote. Allow your children to shine. You allow yourself to shine, gives them the opportunity to shine. You telling them all the great things that they do and can do gives them the ability to think highly of themselves instead of think that they're just invisible. They're not invisible. They're put on this earth for a reason. Help them figure that out. Help them know that, you know what? You are loved unconditionally. And I am always so proud of you. Spend time with them. Let them know you notice the good. Have them join you when you're doing stuff, preparing dinner, going for walks. Sit and notice something they love. They're playing a video game. Sit on the bed and say, hey, what do you love about this game? Can you teach me how to play? Take an interest in them. Help them to feel valued and validated. And you'll be growing an amazing adult. Remember, guys, we're not raising children. We're raising adults. Think about what kind of adult you're creating. And if you're raising them the same way you're raised and you find that you have no confidence and you don't feel worthy, your children will be the same way. Don't we want better for our kids? We always want better. And if you're not sure how, ask, learn how, put it in the comments. Okay, guys. So I thank you very much. I know you guys are busy, and I'm really grateful that you spent 33 minutes of your time with me and listening. I hope this gives you a few things that you can do right now to make your child feel loved, visible, and wanted more than anything on the planet. Do something today that will make your child smile from ear to ear. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, guys. As always, if you need to reach out to me, you want to have a conversation, go to talkwithcelia.com. That's my calendar. Find a slot. And just know that there's nothing more worthy of your investment, your time, than your kids. I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Really is the best medicine. Laugh more. Things are funny. Laughter is much better than yelling. It's a stress reducer. You're welcome, Justina. And I really thank all of you for being here with me. Have a great day. I'm here Tuesday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern time, every week, unless something goes wrong. But I really strive to be here every week. And I wish you guys an awfully happy, fun day. See you around. Bye, all.